Hello, everyone. This is Eric. And today, my rant, it's not really a rant, it's going to be more of reflections. And as some of you know, I'm a massage therapist, and I've had a lot of clients in their 70s, 80s. And lately, we've been reflecting on the end of life. This is the craziness that lives inside my head. All right. So now you heard all this. If you have been listening to my podcast, there's always craziness anyway. Well, here's a new craziness. I had a client, not just one, two, or three. I mean, I've had uh, one client I haven't seen since COVID. I hope he's okay. But he wasn't too happy about getting old. He was in his 80s, and every time I questioned him, oh, how has anything changed the last time you had your massage? And he would grumpy, yeah, I'm getting old. And he really didn't like getting old. I could tell. He was from Chicago. And the stuff he did, I guess, the things he did when he was younger in Chicago, he can't do now. I mean, well, I was going to say a lot of things I did when I was younger, I can't do now. But then again, I was 400 pounds and I wasn't doing too much. I think I do more now at this age than I did when I was 400 pounds. Well, anyway, I have a nice older woman. I like her. She's very pleasant. And she's another one. I come, oh, has anything changed since the last time you had a massage? And she goes, yeah, I'm getting older. But she with a smile. And then then when doing our session, we have conversations. And the conversation that we had, I like her attitude. And I guess she likes mine. And that is, I don't know when the feeling or the fear of dying stopped. And I'm going to say it stopped when I got sober. I mean, when I was drinking and drugging, I remember thinking about death. It was like, my whole body would shiver, and I would like, oh my God, no, something that you don't want to think about. You can't think of nothingness. Well, that feeling went away one day. I was sober. I think I was maybe 90. It could have been between a 90 and a year sober. No drugs, no alcohol. And the thought came to me about death. And I thought about it, and that fear and that feeling went away. I don't know what happened. But I did say this to myself when I was in my early 30s. I'm going to live my life, do things that I want to do. The one thing I don't want to do is getting to my 70s and 80s in a rocking chair and decrepit and half dead thinking, oh, I could have done this when I was younger. I should have done that when I was younger. So I went out there and did my thing. I became I like writing plays. I had my plays produced. I acted like a fool, but I acted. And I had a cable show. Those of you who know me, I had two cable shows. One was Strange Fruits. It was a gay soap opera in the Bronx. And the other one was Fruta Extraña, a gay talk show. And then I changed careers, and I didn't do much when I changed careers as a massage therapist. And then what happened now, this happened during COVID. Um, I was ranting on Facebook, and one of my friends said, why don't you rant on your podcast? Get a podcast show and rant on there. And that's what I've been doing. This is my new career, ranting on my podcast. I have a YouTube rant and I have a podcast rant, and writing books. Writing books are my craziness. So But the thing I want to talk about is, someone said, my grandmother said to me years and years ago, you stop feeling fear of dying is when you, how she put it, I can't put it in exact words. She said, you stop feeling afraid of dying when you, oh God, it's almost like when you have peace with God. When you make your peace with God, then all that fear will go away. Well, this woman and we were talking, and she said, and I have a lot of people said, I guess me included, that when she goes, she want to go in her sleep. And I told her this. I said, I think that was when I became peace with with dying. Of course, first thing, if you die in your sleep, you're not going to know. I was watching a documentary on what's her name? Oh God, a documentary on this famous actress, I should say. She lived in France. Josephine Baker. That was her name, Josephine Baker. I was looking at this documentary on Josephine Baker, and this is the night she died. This is what the documentary said. The night she died, she did her last performance. It wasn't her last performance. She was performing on the stage, and she got flowers. And they said when she finished, she was so happy. And they said that when she went to sleep, she had a smile on her face, and that's how she died. I mean, a lot of people want to go that way. The thing is, when you go to sleep, let's be honest. Everybody's talking about those people who fear of death. Don't you know when you go to sleep, you're not sure you're going to wake up in the morning. I've heard stories of people go to sleep and they have aneurysm or heart attacks in their sleep. I don't know if they're in any pain when they go through this, but that's the way it is. You never know when you're going to die. I remember back when I was living in the Bronx, I think there was they had on the news, it was a bus, Staten Island. The bus had into a head-on collision, and the first 3 people in the front seat, those people who like to sit in the front seat, died. And the first thought came to me, I said, those people got up like they always get up in the morning, brush their teeth, have their coffee, make sure they get to the bus stop on time to go to work. They had no idea that they was not going to make it to work. That's life. And I'm like, well, why am I, or anyone, what's the sense of fearing it? You don't know when it's going to come. I mean, it's usually, has a saying, like a thief in the night. That's when it comes, when you least expect it, when you're at your best, I should say, and not all the time. I mean, I think my client and I, we did agree, if we go, we want to go in our sleep, in good health. You don't want to go knowing that you're going to go. I mean, that's a little different. I mean, if you have a sickness and a disease and you know you're going to die, especially when these doctors say, you only got 3 months to live, and you be like, so for 3 months, I'm going to suffer of thinking about dying. You don't have to, but I'm just saying. I mean, I would try to do the best I can and do the most I can in 3 months. Probably be the biggest whore in the world, having sex with everybody. But anyway, I just want to say I've been reflecting on dying and making peace with the world. You can't change the world. I mean, you could try, but you can't change the world. I have a friend, he's in his 50s, and oh God, I wish he need to get off Facebook. He need to turn the TV off, because anything in the world, if things are not going the way he wants to go, he goes on a rant. I was trying to get him on my show, by the way. He loves to rant. His biggest rant now is Biden. I'm not political, but now he's ranting on Biden, and Biden's not doing this, and Biden not doing that. Oh, okay, all right. I had another friend was Trump. Trump this and Trump. Oh, all right, okay. Now it's Biden. I don't know. I don't get it. Either you make a stance on how you're gonna live your life, and the best, if you want to rant, I guess maybe that's his ranting may be calming for him. I don't know. Can't be too common because I have another friend taking medication because of he has anxiety problems. But the thing is, if you live your life the best way you can live your life and do the things that you feel that you want to do and accomplish stuff, I think you're going to have peace. You're going to come to peace. And when it happens, if it happens, nobody knows how it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. First of all, you can't stop it. What my client says? She says, you can't get out of life alive. We can't get out, she said we can't get out of this alive, which is true. It's death. You're not going to get out of it alive. So, and then the big mystery is nobody knows what is after death. And I have my own theory. I haven't chanted in a while. I'm a Buddhist Christian. Let's put it that way. And I haven't chanted for a while, and I haven't did my evening prayers and morning prayers for a while. But I kind of believe in reincarnation. You know, I don't believe in heaven and hell, but I do believe in reincarnation. Anyway, this is something to think about. New York, nobody's gonna live forever. And then, do you want to live forever? Have you people ever thought about that? What the fuck you going to do forever? That's kind of crazy. This is Eric, and thank you for listening to the craziness that lives inside my head.